Hello, Inspirationals, and welcome back to the Inspirational Simmer channel. Today, we're taking a break from playing with the current households and from the Days of Our Sims soap opera Let's Play. And today, I just kind of want to share with you guys a project that I have been working on, which is building up Newcrest. And I'm sure there are other videos out there of other simmers who have taken on this challenge for themselves as well. As most of you probably already know, Newcrest was a free world that was given to the simmers as a blank canvas. So all of the lots were blank and you were able to just sort of make the world what it was that you wanted it to be. And I have rediscovered that Newcrest is a little bit underrated. And I think a lot of that is due to the graphics that we get for the maps. So, you know, as you guys can see, this map looks totally different from the one that we get from EA, okay? And I got this map, it was by 20th Century Plum Bob. So if you're interested in downloading this for your game, you can visit his Patreon. Check the description box below and I will have the links there so you can just go straight to it. This creator and his maps are insanely beautiful and they really do help a world come to life, as you can see. And he definitely goes out of his way with detail so that you can really get a understanding of what each neighborhood really looks like, as well as all of the background detail. And from the EA maps, you don't get all of that. Like, you may not realize that there's a little picnic area somewhere, or that there are buildings, or you may not even really be able to quite capture the architecture and landscape of the surrounding lots because all of that detail is missing from the EA maps. So with this creator, shout out to them. Thank you so much for creating these. I love them. I don't have all of his for all of my worlds, but definitely had to download this Newcrest one, and I'll have some information like I said, either on the screen or in the description box below if you are interested in downloading these map overlays for yourself. But yeah, so I have been using these map overlays to help me build up different worlds in the game, but more specifically Newcrest. And so yeah, I think that for me, the way that I look at the Sims worlds, because some of them lack so much, like as we've seen throughout the years, the neighborhoods or the worlds have gotten tremendously smaller. Windenburg is probably one of the biggest worlds. We have so many lots for that world. But we have worlds like Magnolia Promenade, Del Sol Valley, or Tartosa that, in my opinion, definitely is just lacking. We just don't have a lot of lots. By the time you add in your community lots and a few homes, like that's really it. And there's so much creativity when doing community lots that you can easily run out of space for all the ideas that you may have. So you know, I would love to be able to play my game to where I could just only have my sim or my sim family to only visit the lots in the world that they live in. But because some of these worlds are so small, it's sort of impossible without having to basically like bulldoze your lot and then plop something new on every single time. I don't want to have to always do that. So I like to play pretend, where I will have some worlds be like extensions of other worlds or like neighborhood worlds. So for example, Henford-on-Bagley and Tartosa are like my Italy, sort of Paris, you know, like Greek vibes. And I know those are completely different cultures, but just telling you guys how I think of it in my mind. Like Henford-on-Bagley is like the countryside, and then Tartosa is just the more built up, beautiful, more beach side, you know. But the aesthetics and sort of like how I imagine the culture for those worlds would be the same. Just Hemford on Bagley is a little bit more country cottage, and then Tartosa is going to be a little bit more upscale, beachy, that sort of thing. But they're like neighboring worlds, you know? And so for Tartosa, as you can see, it sort of gives me like an extension of Willow Creek and Magnolia Promenade. So, you know, some of the landscaping, the greenery, the trees are very similar to, and the aesthetic of the builds are very similar to what we see in Willow Creek and in Magnolia Promenade. But as you guys can see with this map overlay, there are buildings like office buildings or like these city type skyscraping buildings that are here. So there's sort of this downtown vibe to Newcrest, as well as there being the residential piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and start showing you guys the community lots. I know this intro was sort of long, I do apologize, but I wanted to sort of like set the stage to give you guys an understanding of like how my mind works when I'm thinking of building up my worlds. So if you haven't already, please sit back, relax, grab your favorite snacks or your favorite beverages and get cozied up, because I'm about to take you guys on a wonderful tour and you are going to love it and enjoy it. And I hope that it is inspirational for you. So we're gonna start over here with the Llama Lagoon, okay? So the Llama Lagoon is basically for this neighborhood where I've put the majority of the community lots. So I have the Creek Community Center here, which is a community park area. I have the Farmhouse Java, which is a cafe. We have Teddy's Pizza and Arcade, which is a restaurant, arcade, bowling alley type of place. I have a local library, and then I have a Tex-Mex cocina restaurant. So I thought this would be a good place to sort of be able to have different types of lots, but at the same time will be have like some flow and there be some cohesion to the community too. So let's just jump in. We'll jump in with the Creek Community Center, and I'll show you guys a little bit around here, and then we'll just go around to the different lots in the world. So let's go. Okay, you guys, so here we are at the Creek Community Center. So as you guys can see, we're seeing a little bit more of the world now that we're actually on one of the lots. And as I said, it's very reminiscent of the vibes that you get in Willow Creek or Magnolia Promenade. So basically, this community center was, let me see, I want to say this was by Ratboy Sims. I'll have that on the screen for you guys. So Ratboy Sims is the original creator of this community center, and then I just sort of kind of renovated it to fit more my aesthetic and more of my style of what I would want a community center to look like. So yeah, this is the outside here. And then we have the inside. So just zooming in a little bit, as a community center, you want community center things. So we do have like the vertical garden here. We've got, you know, where you can do some tagging and spray painting on the sidewalk. You can practice your cheers here. So we've got a cheering mat. We've got bikes. You can do the musicians. Oh my gosh, get my words together. The musicians can come here and practice their singing and talents, earn some cash. You can play some games out here, water balloon fights. We've got the monkey bars. You can sell things, throw the football around here. And then we've got this beautiful community table. I love that Ratboy Sims put this here. I just started, I just put some things on it that I wanted though. I think this bulletin board would be like announcements, right? So like whatever you have going on in the community, you can like maybe sign up for certain things or you can advertise certain things. Of course, we have the scouting board here, so you can come and check up on your scouting things. And then, of course, we are advertising all of the sports and activities that would go on in the world. So the way I've been building up Newcrest is to be like very family-oriented, family-friendly type gameplay. And so if you like to play like that, then maybe these lots would be great for you to add into your world. So, you know, we have both Brightchester and Foxbury representation here because why not? You know, you never know which way your Sims are gonna go. So when you come into the community center, you come in and you've got vending machines. We've got all sorts of posters to inspire you to join different clubs and groups and to, you know, build up your skills. We've got lockers over here you can put your stuff in. We do have little community table here for toddlers. Tried to make sure that there was something in here for every age group. And this build was done before we had a community center that came with the Growing Together expansion pack. So this sort of, I still use this space to do just that, okay? So I have not updated it to include any of the features from Growing Together because I just like the way that it operates as is. So we've got the tablets here, or the wablets. Again, the computers, we got hand sanitizer, you know, want to stay clean. And we have a little gym over here, you guys. So you can come practice basketball. I imagine Sims having their basketball games here. You know, are you team Foxbury? Are you team Brightchester? We got the scoreboard. So yeah, you can come in here. We got a radio in here. You can turn some music on, kick around the soccer ball, play with the basketballs. Yeah, so I love the vibe over there. On this side is like the more musically inclined creative side, I suppose. So yeah, practice your guitar. You can practice music and DJing and comedy. That's what I'm looking for. I was gonna say comedic, but your comedy skills or your comical skills. We've got chess in here. You can do artwork. Your child Sims can do artwork. You can read in here, and then you can paint. So we've got that going on. And then there's a little bathroom over here as well. You can practice your science skills. So whether it is robotics or just science stuff, do that here as well. We got all of that. And then we've got a bee. The Birdie's Bee box out here, and then we also have the Mighty insect farm, so that's a thing as well if you want to put something in there. And yeah, so basically that's it for the Creek Community Center. Okay, let's get on to the next community lot. I think we'll go ahead and come across the street and head over to the Farmhouse Java Cafe. Okay, you guys, we're right across the street to the Farmhouse Java Cafe. And let me just say, if I haven't already, guys, this video may be a little bit lengthy just because I'm taking you through each build. So please grab your drinks, your snacks, or get snuggled up on the couch or on the bed and just relax and enjoy the tour, okay? Take notes and, you know, figure out if you're gonna get inspired to build up your Newcrest world. But anyway, let's continue. So we're on the lot. We have a nice little picnic area over here and play area for our child Sims. And we also have like the community stalls that pop up for the different seasons if you have seasons in your game. And we have a public restroom over here to the left. So that's really nice. Back here, there's also a play area as well. Now let's jump into the Farmhouse Java. So the Farmhouse Java, excuse me, was originally, I don't know who the original builder was, you guys, because instead of downloading it to my library and then plopping it down and renovating it, I just plopped it down without saving it to my library. So I cannot remember. I want to say it's Miss Sims Reno, but I'm not exactly sure. But I basically renovated it anyway. For the majority, I kept the outside architecture the same. And it's very beautiful. Like I said, it goes with the Newcrest world very well. It was a beautifully designed cafe, and I just wanted to make it my own. So this is technically the front of the cafe over here. And let's head... Oop. Let's head downstairs. Okay, so when you enter in through the front right here, you come in, and the inside of the original lot did not look quite like this. Like I said, I renovated the inside to make it look more my aesthetic because I wanted that farmhouse look. But yeah, so we've got beautiful cafe vibes. And so I wanted it to be very warm, sort of shabby chic, but with those farmhouse industrial sort of touches as well. And so yeah, that's basically what we've got going here. I've got some laptops plopped down so that your Sims can come here. Maybe they come here to study. Maybe your teen Sims maybe like to come and hang out here. You know, this location is basically the Starbucks of Newcrest. So I wanted it to be very welcoming and very warming. We've got the fireplace here. We have TV here. Like I said, laptops. We've got bookshelves so your Sims can come here and they can read. We have, as you guys saw, there was outdoor seating. We have plenty of indoor seating. And yeah, it's a vibe, you guys. It's a whole vibe. And then when you go upstairs, you come up right here, okay? And once you're up here, you have the restrooms. So there are 2 bathrooms right here. You've got the conjoining area where we have the sinks. And then on this side, we have sort of like an art space with another fireplace. So it's really cozy up here. So if you don't want to go to the community center, you can come here and get inspired to do, you know, your artwork. So I really like this up here. It's just so cool. And I like how it was already set up. I did not do this little corner or I didn't really change too much in this room really at all. So I like the way that the original builders sort of had this corner set up where you can sort of paint for realism and paint what you see. I think that's awesome. So, and that's basically it, you guys. It's pretty simple, but it's very cute, very cozy, and I really love this lot. So let's move on to the next one. We are going to go next door and head over to the Teddy's Pizza and Arcade. Okay, you guys, we are here at Teddy's Pizza and Arcade, and this lot is originally designed and created by Ratboy Sims. Again, I did change a few things. Like there was definitely a lot more of this like trash clutter that you see, which I love the attention to detail, but there was so much of it. And I really didn't want Newcrest to look that dirty and unkept. So I did delete quite a bit of the outside trash, but I did leave some for realism because I mean, hello, people loiter. And so yeah, this is Pizza and Arcade. So we have bowling in here. I love how bright it is. I did not change the decorations in this lot at all. Like I said, I just cleaned up some of the trash in the back, and I changed some of the colors of the tables, and I added gaming tables here. I also added the photo booth because that was not there before, and I think I added the ping pong table as well. But everything else I believe was here. Oh, I did add vending machines. So this lot is actually a restaurant lot, as you can see. So that was probably the best way to go, just because at least if they come to eat, the restaurant will run as it's supposed to, but then you can come and you can skate. So we have skating in here. You can do ping pong, you can play with the arcade, and you can do bowling either before or after you have your meal. So that's pretty cool. I love that. We even have a little bit of a bar here, and then over here we have the kitchen where the food is served. So I didn't change a lot with this lot. Like I said, just the tables and adding the gaming tables, the ping pong table, and the photo booth, and that was it. But I really love this lot. Again, I wanted Newcrest to be very family friendly oriented. So yeah, this is a great place to be able to come with your Sims family and to have a meal and be able to do some fun family activities together as well. So that is Teddy's Pizza and Arcade by Ratboy Sims. All right, next we are going to head across the street to the library. All right, y'all, here we are at the library, and it's literally just called the library. This lot, or this build, was actually originally done by Chelsea Lynn 21, and it's highly renovated though, guys. So if you do download this off of the gallery, I have renovated it quite a bit. I did some attachments to the outside. I added certain decorations, and all of this area back here in the back was added on, okay, because it was not originally there. Originally it was just the build itself, okay, but I really loved the outside and how it looks. You guys may have actually seen a copy of this build in my Days of Our Sims soap opera let's play. I want to say episode 9, when Kimmy needed to go to the library to finish a writing project that she was working on. But anywho, let's jump into this build. Okay, again, I completely renovated the inside, you guys. So I kept the concept like as far as the layout, but I added like these half walls, everything else I pretty much did on my own. So yeah, this is the library. When you walk in, you have like this front table, and of course I'm thinking like the bookstores that I'm familiar with. So I was thinking my local library, I'm thinking Barnes and Noble vibes, you know. So yeah, this is what I'd imagine, you know, that it would look like. So you've got this table with all like the new releases of the coolest books, you know, that have come out. And then you have this little hallway area. Again, we have more and more books that we are advertising, new books that have come out. We got science books if you want to know how to be a veterinarian, or you are in college and you need study books. Come here, come to the library. This is going to be great for storytelling. All of these lots are going to be great for storytelling. We've got science over here, which is really cool. And of course we have desks and computers, so your Sims can come here to do homework. As you can see, somebody has left theirs here. We have the scouting station here as well, the scouting board. And yeah, I just wanted it to look like a well-used, popular library, and I think I did that. You know, I use these movie posters to try to, you know, like advertise like books that have come out, all different types of genres, you know, maybe like fashion books, maybe some sort of mystery book here, whatever your Sims like. So yeah, like this section over here is like the travel section. So here is gonna be the books for like your Sims who are into archaeology and travel, or they want to build their archaeology skill. They want to learn about Selva Dorada, or maybe they're going camping, or, you know, like your nature Sims and stuff like that, your outdoor enthusiast. Over here, we have the librarian section. So, you know, this is where you're going to go to check out and return your books. Over here, we have more computers. So, you know, come here, study. We've got headphones for you to use. It's a nice little, I mean, you can even have a little business meeting over here if you wanted to. And then as we go upstairs, we come to like the kids and like the teens area. So over here is definitely more geared towards your infant, toddler, and child Sims. So we have their books, you know, that are over here, spread throughout the table. And then back here is sort of like a little teen hangout section. At least that's what I was thinking with the posters. So, you know, you got Foxbury, Bright, Chester in here. You can learn, do research about the different universities. We've got sports, you know, whatever it is that teen Sims do. That's what I was thinking of. And then you got the magazines up here as well. We have another study area right here. Again, if you're into different clubs or there's different skills that you want to learn pertaining to a club, you know, you can do that here. You can do a lot of research over here. And so we also have chest, and then another reading nook little section. I sort of think of this part of the library as like the research area. So like all of your encyclopedias and your Britannicas are like in that section. And yeah, just more and more books. And then we have a bathroom that's back here, and there's a bathroom, plenty of bathrooms downstairs as well. So on the side here, if you follow this trail, we do have outdoor seating if you prefer to be out here. And then on this side, again, oh my gosh, I was not trying to do that. Put that back. On this side, again, it's community, right? So we've got an ATM out here. We've got picnic baskets. We've got banners so that it can, you know, look celebratory and look like there's always some sort of event going on in the neighborhood, whether we are supporting our high school students, our college students that live in the community, all of that. We do have a community garden. None of my Sims have started the garden back here, so it's just the setup that I did when I was renovating this build, but that's there. We've got a mini playground that's back here as well. You can play basketball back here, you know, come sit, have some snacks or lunch because we got the cooler, and then you can sell some items as well. So maybe some sort of a bake sale, or you want to sell things that you have created or crafted, you can do that. We've got basketball back here. You can have water balloon fights back here, do some tagging and art. So yeah, it's definitely a multi-purpose lot, and that's one of my favorite things when it comes to what builds I'm going to put on what lots. Is it multi-purpose and multifunctional? All right, you guys, that's it for the library. We're gonna head next door to the Tex-Mex cocina. Okay, you guys, I needed the Llama Lagoon neighborhood to have at least one restaurant. And so the Tex-Mex cocina is actually built by me. So yeah, it's all in the name. This is a Mexican inspired or Latin inspired restaurant. I definitely had Salvadorada in mind when I was making this lot. And so yeah, I wanted this lot to have fun, or this restaurant rather, to have fun Tex-Mex vibes. Again, who does not want to go out to eat, right, with their family to grab some Latin food? So it looks very festive. I was definitely thinking that your Sims could come here to have like birthday parties or celebratory moments. Maybe it's grandma or grandpa's birthday, or maybe you got a promotion at your job and you guys want to come here and celebrate. Maybe one of your teen Sims made the debate team or the cheer team, or you know, the football captain or something like that. So that's basically what I was thinking when I built this. It's very homey. The Latin pop music plays here, which is so cool. I tried to give it more of a grown-up vibe back here in the back, where it sort of has like this cute little club vibe with the high top tables and bar stools. We got a little cardboard dance floor down here because I wanted to keep it relaxed, so it's not even like a legit dance floor, right? Just cardboard, but I love that. And then we also have music, so you know, musicians can come here, play music live, which is such a vibe, you guys. It's such a vibe. And I don't think this is on the gallery right now, so it might be by the time that you're watching this video. So go look for it if you want to add it to your Newcrest lot. Back here we have the bathrooms, okay? So and you can get to the bathrooms from in here, or you can get to them from outside on the patio. I love the fact that out here I put the glass roof so that you can just get that natural lighting to come through. It's a vibe, y'all. It's a vibe. We have a beautiful fireplace here. Vibes, you guys. Straight up vibes. And then out here, we have karaoke. And because there is a bar in here, you guys, you order your drinks, come out here with your friends, do karaoke. We got the margarita lamps. Like, come on, vibes. You guys, this lot is so fun, and my Sims have such a great time when they come out to this lot. Like I said, it can be family friendly, or it can be girls' night out, bachelorette, or boys' night out, you know, just having a really good time. So that is the Tex-Mex Cocina by yours truly, the Inspirational Simmer. All right, you guys, let's jump into the next neighborhood, because that is it for the Llama Lagoon. Okay, you guys, we're back to the map, and I think we'll keep it, let's keep it commercial just a little while longer. We're gonna head over to Bridgeview. And for me, I have turned Bridgeview into, I do have one actual residential lot over here, but I have used this area to extend the community lots. And that is because in the residential area, we do have, I think, 5 lots that I could use for residential. So I was okay with using the majority of the lots over here in Bridgeview to be community-based lots. So we're gonna start things off by visiting another restaurant called Exquisite. All right, you guys, so here we are at another restaurant in Newcrest called Exquisite. Now, I am not the original builder of this lot, but I did do slight renovations. This one is nowhere near as renovated as the library lot, okay? So this build was originally by Jada Kiss 1117. And I'll have that on the screen somewhere for you guys. And I love it, you guys. I love like breakfast and brunch restaurants. They're my favorite in the game. So I have plenty of them. And this one was so bright and fun. I just really liked it. And it really reminded me of some of the restaurants that I have in my hometown that I like to go to for breakfast or brunch. So as you guys already saw the outside, look how beautiful, like, it's just gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Jada Kiss 1117, you did your thing. Thank you so much for this lot, okay? So when you walk in, you sort of get these diner vibes, right? Like, definitely has diner vibes to it, but I love how the color scheme is just so muted. Like, it's not like retro diner, you know. It sort of reminds me honestly of like IHOP. Like, I don't know if you guys have IHOP where you live, but here it's the International House of Pancakes. That's what IHOP stands for. And it sort of looks like this, you know, and that's what I get here. So even though it's Exquisite, I want to say, I think I did change I changed the staff outfits, but I think I also changed the menu. Let's see. Yeah, I did. I changed the menu to be just breakfast and like brunch. But, you know, once you guys plop it into your lot, you can change it to whatever you want it to look like. I love the name Exquisite, so I left that the same. That is the original creator's name of this restaurant. But yeah, so there is plenty of seating. As you can see, I want to say the most seating is for a table of 4, it looks like. So if you do have really big families, and that's something that I may do when the next time that I am playing in Newcrest, is to add at least one bigger family table so that big families will be able to gather here as well. But yeah, I love the layout. I love how we have the pictures of breakfast, the paintings of the breakfast and stuff on the walls, the blinds. I love that the cooking area is open, very diner-ish. And then I love how back here around in the back you have the bathrooms on each side. Like, I don't know, guys. It's the little things, but I just really love this lot. It is awesome. So again, guys, this is Exquisite. Then we're gonna head next door to the Blue Horse Pub. Okay, guys, here we are at the Blue Horse Pub, and this build was originally created by The Tides Changing. And oh my gosh, I have been a follower of her channel for a very long time. I love her builds because they're so realistic yet simple at the same time. I haven't seen her on YouTube in a while, so I hope that she's doing well. I love her builds. Her simplicity and style actually sort of reminds me of Lil Simsy's builds a little bit, where there's so much charm and there's a lot of detail, but without being ridiculously cluttered. So yeah, this is it. And this was originally in, I think this was originally in the College World, as you can see by some of the architecture, but I still thought it fit very well in Newcrest, again, just because of those Willow Creek, Magnolia Promenade vibes that have sort of transferred into this world as well. So here we are. This is the local pub for Newcrest, and I love it. We've got fireplaces, we have TV, of course you are going to have your bar. And guys, every time my Sims come to this bar in the game, it is lit. You guys, it's so packed. There's so many people here. It is a whole vibe. And even though it was built for a college town, you do have the aspects of other types of clubs here too. So, you know, I love like all the different banners. I love that it has sort of this old town aesthetic to it. It sort of gives a little bit of tradition and lore to this build, and I like that, you know, because it keeps some of the traditions of Newcrest, or whatever the history behind Newcrest is. You can envision that it's being captured here. So I think this is a bathroom over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that door, just a little bathroom. When you head upstairs, here is where we have all the fun and games and seating area. So here is where your Sims can come to, you know, play a little bit of ping pong. You can do Don't Wake the Llama, and yeah, it's just a vibe being here. It's a good time. One of the holidays that I have in my game is like basically like Super Bowl day. So my Sims definitely come to the Blue Horse Pub for that holiday. My male Sims really love coming here, and my gal Sims too. You know, my girls like coming here too. But you know, when your male Sims just needs to, you know, a boys' night out, you know, the Blue Horse Pub is a good place to come. And then you have outdoor seating as well, which I really love, and it just all looks so aesthetically pleasing and good. And this little area back here, I actually added on to the lot just because I thought it would be cool to have a bonfire out here and just a place to be able to grill. Like I said, if it's like the Super Bowl in your game, or you have some sort of sports related event or holiday or whatever in your game, then this works. You know, like maybe your teen Sim is on the football team, and maybe they have a football game coming up, and maybe like you want to tailgate back here or something like that. Like, so this is nice for your outdoor enthusiast Sims too, like to just come out here, be in the community, and have a good time. So that is the Blue Horse Pub. So we're gonna head back and go back this way to the Thrifty shop. Let's go. All right, you guys. So located right behind the Blue Horse Pub is Thrifty, and that's the name of this lot. And this lot was originally created by Miss Sims Reno, and I did renovate it to some degree. The exterior is basically all the same. I didn't touch anything there. I loved how there were different type color sidings on here, even have some brick. I love the way that that looked. I left that as is. The only thing that I did was like change the colors of the seating out here. I don't think these were the original colors, but you know, I do so much renovating on lots, I could be wrong. But for me, like, I like using people's builds and then just gutting them out to be what I want them to be, just because I want it to match my aesthetic, but I may not want to go through the trouble of having to do a build from scratch. And so this is what we got. So in Thrifty, it's a bubble tea shop, as you guys can see. And I left this basically the way that the creator did it. I may have changed wallpaper or some of the colors in here to some extent. I don't remember if I did, but if it looks different from how you may see it on the gallery, then hey, there we have the answer. And then we have this like upstairs area and chandelier. And your Sims can't get up here. It's just, you know, aesthetics. So yeah, on this side we have the bubble tea shop. And then on this side, we have the Thrifty shop or the thrift shop. And so I did not change anything on this side. So this side is exactly the way that Miss Sims Reno created it. And then you have a bathroom over here as well. The upstairs of the Thrifty side looks like this. So you just come up here, you've got some racks, you know, where you can shop. And so I like this location because again, it is multi-purposeful, multifunctional. So, you know, I don't have any specific retail stores in Newcrest, but I can use this Thrifty location for my Sims to come when they want to go shopping, or, you know, hey, they got a party coming up, they have an event coming up, and you need to come and buy some clothes or something like that. I can send my Sims here without having to send them outside of Newcrest altogether. I'm not gonna go into this lot, you guys, but I did just want to scoot over to show you that I did include one residential lot over here in this part of the neighborhood or this part of the world, and this is what it looks like. It's very plain and simple. Again, another lot that I did not create on my own, but that I just renovated a little bit on the outside and a lot of it on the inside. Okay, you guys, so that is Thrifty. And then we have one more location in this neighborhood, and that's the Bombay Indian cuisine. Let's go. All right, you guys, here we are at the Bombay Indian cuisine restaurant. And this lot, or this build, was created by Violet Faye. Thank you, Violet Faye. I love this lot. And this is definitely a lot that you could probably see in San Myshuno as well. I'm pretty sure that's probably where she actually created it. But again, because of these downtown, somewhat city vibes to Newcrest, I felt like I could put it here. And it's not a sore thumb because as you can see across the street, you have other shops, you know, you got little clubs and stuff like that here. I felt like it still fit in with the world. So I plopped this little sucker down right here. All right, you guys, so let's get into it. Let's start downstairs. Okay, you guys, yes, the colors and the design in here, they are crazy, okay? I did switch it up a bit, okay? It was just this crazy chaotic with the colors when I plopped it down, but I did change a few things because I think the walls had the same print as the flooring and it was just too busy. It was too much for my eyes, okay? But I did want to keep some of it because I wanted it to have that rich culture, you know, Indian, Moroccan sort of vibe to it. You know, I don't want all of my builds in the world to look too similar because then your Sims are not having different types of experiences. So this lot is supposed to be crazy colorful. It's supposed to be sleek and upscale and different. And I wanted my Sims to be able to have a different experience when coming here. So yeah, I did change some of the colors of the tables and the rugs. I changed the walls. But everything else I pretty much left the same. We do have karaoke here as well, which is nice. We have this beautiful fountain. We have a bar right here. The kitchen is back here in the back. And then I think, what do we have right here? Oh, okay, this is just a way to go upstairs from outside. And then on this side, I think these are restrooms too. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got some bathrooms back here, and then I love the little busboy stations that are kind of tucked away, which is really nice. When you head upstairs, you have the bubble blowing machines, and again, we have that Indian sort of Moroccan vibe, sort of give you almost like club vibes up here, but this is a restaurant. So this is the third restaurant that I have in my Newcrest. Now on this side, it is empty. So on this side, you know, you can create it to be whatever it is that you want it to be. If you want to put apartments over here, you could, as you can see. So I like that versatility as well, that, you know, I could easily add on to this build, which is really, really nice. Look at this. Even another level. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Gorgeous build. So back here, you have a patio area with more bubble tea that you can do. And yeah, it looks like we can get to this from the second level. So there's that. Love it. And then we have more seating, more festival type atmosphere back here. So there's seating back here as well, which is nice. So you can eat outside should you choose to. And then we have more festivities. You know, it looks very Love Day inspired, like the Love Day festival in San Myshuno. It's gorgeous. I love it back here. It's a whole vibe. And we got karaoke outside as well. So this build is a really nice place for Sims to hang out, and I love that it's a way to sort of bring a sense of culture to a world like Newcrest. So that is the Bombay Indian Cuisine by Violet Faye. Now you guys, we're gonna head over to the residential area of Newcrest, and I'm gonna show you a few of the lots there. I won't show you all 5 because I know this video is already getting pretty lengthy. We'll just jump back into the Pitts household, which is one of my current family households, and then I'll show you guys around from there. All right, y'all, so here we are in my Pitts family household, and this is the one of the lots that is in Ridge. I want to say it's Ridgeview or Ridgeline, the Ridgeline neighborhood in Newcrest. My apologies if it's wrong. If it's wrong, I'll correct it on the screen for you guys. But I wanted to jump into a household so that I would be able to go down the street and you guys really be able to see the neighborhood. It is fall in my game right now, so yeah, some of those beautiful green trees we saw just a few minutes ago are now red and brown and orange, okay? Anyway, so yeah, like you guys, Newcrest really is just a beautiful world. Look at this. Like I said, you've got buildings and things here, and it's just gorgeous. So let's take a look at some of the builds that I have in here. All of these builds, you guys, every single one is by Schnook01. I think that's how you say her name, is SCHNUK01. I'll have that on the screen for you guys. But yes, I got all of these builds from her, including the one that the Pitts family is living in. But as I mentioned in my current household for this family, I did do a lot of adding on and a ton of renovating for this house. So you probably wouldn't even recognize it if you tried to find it on Schnook's gallery. But anyway, so yeah, all of these homes are by her, and I tried to choose ones that had, like, you know, similar aesthetics so that it would fit into the neighborhood, but at the same time I didn't want all the houses to look the same. So, you know, some of them have driveways, some of them don't. They you know, it's different sort of landscaping, and I just love it. I like the way that it turned out. So if you are looking for homes to build up your neighborhood or your Newcrest neighborhood, definitely check out Schnook, because her builds, she has a lot of base game type builds as well. So if you don't have a lot of expansion packs, it's safe to use her builds and know that you won't have a ridiculous amount of items missing when you plop it down. And that's the thing, you know, you want to be able to plop down builds where if you do have to fill in some spaces, you're not completely lost as to what to do with it because there's not so much missing, you know? So yeah, this is the neighborhood area of my Newcrest. And as you can see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 residential lots, which for me, it's more than enough. It's more than enough. Because I can have 5 different types of families that live on this street, and it can be a close community. It's enough to where you can have some people plopped here that don't have any kids. You can have some that have bigger families to help fill in the neighborhood. And because for your teen sims, they all are going to go to the same high school, they'll be able to meet kids in other worlds and neighborhoods anyway. But yeah, that's how I built up the residential area for my Newcrest. All right, you guys, I think that is it for this video. I hope that I have inspired you to give Newcrest a try if you haven't already, or if you're looking for ideas to help build up your Newcrest. Definitely check out some of the creators that I have mentioned in this video. If you want, download the exact same ones I did and your Newcrest can look exactly like mine, okay? Don't forget to also download the map overlays because it really does help to give you a better vibe of what a world is like, you know, especially worlds that are either empty or they just kind of lack in the aesthetics, and the EA maps are just god awful. They really are. But anyway, you guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like these where I'm just sort of giving you guys tours or ideas about different builds that you can put in your game, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely create more videos like this one. Please, if you have not already, please like, share, and if you like my content, consider subscribing and shoot me a comment. Let's start a conversation. And that's it, y'all. I will see you in the next video. Dag dag!